Hey guys, welcome to another video. It's Tristan, and today I'll be talking about my top 16 national costumes from the Miss Universe Philippines National Costume Competition. So guys, something I noticed this year was that most candidates represented farmers, and I enjoyed that a lot because without farmers, I'm not sure that we're going to be here today, and farmers generally in the society are not being appreciated and recognized enough. So personally, I really enjoyed seeing this coming from Miss Universe Philippines. So guys, I can't help but just predict that for Miss Universe Philippines this year at Miss Universe, the national costume is going to be about farming. I really want to appreciate these designers because they did an amazing job. Personally, I cannot imagine making a costume from start to finish, but they did their job so well. That being said, that I could not really rank them, so I'll go in alphabetical order. And before I do that, I want to say please like the video, subscribe for more videos, and follow on Instagram so that way you help me to reach more people and you don't miss out on any future updates. 𝐅𝐸's costume was giving homage to her hometown and the rice industry in that area, and what really made me notice her costume was the blue, red and yellow colors. I think they worked so well and they were so vibrant, and the costume itself was so gorgeous, so that's what made this costume catch my attention. I don't have much to say, but I just loved 𝐅𝐸's presentation so much. Next up guys, I have Miss 𝐷𝐷𝐷𝐷𝐷, and Tristan does not disappoint. I think that so far she has been excelling so well, so right now you just wait for the preliminaries, and I think that if Tristan does well at the preliminaries, then definitely she's the one for Miss Universe Philippines this year. Her costume represented love, passion and resourcefulness from 𝐷𝐷𝐷𝐷𝐷, and those strawberries behind with the red colors. I just love it so much. I think it made her costume beautiful. It was the first time that I got to hear Krishna's voice and I enjoyed it so much, so therefore I'm waiting for preliminaries and I can't wait to hear her talk on the finals night. The costume for Miss Batangas was really high fashion, and personally I can imagine it winning the best national costume at Miss Universe already because it was so unique, so different, so elegant. I love the colors, the texture, the design, and the bottom area with her fruit basket. I just enjoyed everything that I saw from her a lot. In general, the costume was eye-catching and it really impressed me so much. Next up guys, I have Miss 𝐷𝐷𝐷𝐷𝐷𝐷, and I don't think I've spoken about her before on my list, but I love her presentation so much, especially when she opened her costume. I think her voice made the presentation solid. I got to enjoy the plants on it alongside the green leaves and the paintings. I think those were really good, and in general, I think there was too much going on with her costume, but still it stood out to me. Therefore, I want to wish Miss 𝐷𝐷𝐷𝐷𝐷 all the best in the competition. Next up guys, I have Miss 𝐵𝐻𝐻𝐻, that's Pauline, and this costume made her look so beautiful. I can't remember what she wore in the previous years, but this purple, it was just different and unique on her. Her costume was inspired by this purple crop that's important and treasurable in the Philippines, and personally I think that with this look she looked like a superhero, seriously. But nonetheless, I don't have much to say, but I loved Pauline's presentation so much. Next up guys, I have Miss 𝐶avite, that's Samantha Panilio, and personally it was her voiceover that caught my attention. She gave a really detailed description, and that the costume mainly is to honor farmers and fishermen, and I think that it just makes sense and is good because they are the silent heroes of the Philippines, and without them we're not going to be here today. I just enjoyed that so much coming from Samantha. Next up guys, I have Davao Oriental, that's Claudia Castro, and I really enjoyed the greens on her costume representing coconut farmers from her home province. I enjoyed that a lot, but I feel that she could have given more energy in her presentation. I think she could have done more in the presentation, but still I love the costume on its own so much. Next up guys, I have Gimaras, that's Vanessa 𝐶𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴, and this costume really got my eye, seriously. I was really shocked when she brought her to the stage because I started to imagine how she assembled all those pieces together before walking in it. I just imagine if it was heavy or not, the mangoes, the fish, the crops, everything going on in the costume. Seriously, I enjoyed this so much. The headpiece too was so beautiful, and then when she left the shop, came to the stage, waved at us, that was stole my heart, seriously. And I think that her team really did a really good job, and personally if I was a judge, just for this uniqueness and creativity, I'll put her in that top 16. But I don't think that her costume was even among the top 5 best costumes. I don't know why, but I think personally Vanessa's costume, I think it was the best for me. It was so unique, so out of earth, very creative. Next up guys, I have Michelle D from Makati, and it was really nice to hear Michelle's voice again. And this costume represented the farmers, but what I loved about it was the detail. The quality was so high. I love the colors. I love the way that she presented the costume on stage. And then guys, when she moved the headpiece, I was just wishing that she would just hold the headpiece and leave the stage, because when I got to sew her hair, it was so beautiful. I was hoping that she not put it back on again, seriously, but nonetheless, I think Michelle did well. Next up guys, I have Marine Duque, that's Christine Salcedo, and I think her costume was really beautiful. The butterflies, the colors, they were so nice, and personally you guys guys know that I love Tristan a lot. The butterflies in the costume represented her evolving in her Miss Universe Philippines journey, and also that as humans we also get to evolve before we reach our full potential. Like we go through changes, and I really enjoyed that a lot. I think the costume in general, the concept was beautiful, the costume was beautiful. Therefore, I want to wish Tristan all the best in the competition. I think she's stunning and she did so well. Occidental Mindoro. So this costume was made out of native materials from her home province, and they symbolize other things alongside the buffaloes which are going extinct. I really loved her costume so much. I don't have much to say, but I love the way that she worked in it. She spoke about it and then she was just doing on the stage. I just enjoyed that a lot. And for Occidental Mindoro, I want to wish her all the best in the competition. Next up, guys, I have Miss Pasik, and this costume was dedicated to her college alongside some other things, but I really enjoyed that so much. I love the costume, I love the colors, they were high quality, so vibrant. I love the way that she presented herself in it. I think she did so well, and I feel that she really looked here like a native Filipina woman, so I enjoyed that a lot. I want to wish Kali all the best in the competition. Quezon City's costume was really unique and gorgeous, seriously. It represented the local farmers, that's the tractors that they use to make farming easier, and I enjoyed the concept a lot. Personally, I wish she did more, seriously. Like, I don't know, maybe bring a real tractor or a car to the stage. Honestly, I think if she did that, then it could just wow me a lot and just make her message go further, seriously. But nonetheless, I think she did a great job. I love the small car though. I think she did so well. Next up, guys, I have Sorsogon, and her costume was beautiful, colorful, and traditional at the same time. When I saw this, I began to imagine the process of making this because the result was just outstanding. And like she said, the costume was so marvelous. I think she was so sexy in it also at the same time. Therefore, I want to wish Miss Sorsogon all the best in the competition. Next up, guys, I have Tiaong Quezon, that's Afia Adorable, and I loved her costume so much. It was really interesting, and she got to speak in the Filipino language, so I don't understand what she said. But what really caught my attention was when she brought that certificate on. Like, from my screen, I could not see what was written on it. So guys, those of you in the Philippines, if you can help me and describe this costume, I'll be so grateful. I think her costume was so unique. I enjoyed it so much, but I really want to know what that certificate meant, seriously. But nonetheless, I want to wish her all the best in the competition. Next up, guys, I have Miss Zambales, that's Christine Opeza, and she got to wear a yellow and green costume again, just like her colors at the one-way challenge. I can't help but imagine her wearing these colors at preliminaries and finals, but for her costume, I think it was so beautiful, so different, and I enjoyed it a lot. From Christine's face, I don't know if she's mixed or half Filipina, but she's giving me this Latina vibe, seriously. What do you guys think about that? Anyways, I think she did well in that round. So guys, those were the costumes that really stood out to me. Let me know what you guys think about them, and let me know the ones that stood out to you. And while you're down there, please like the video, subscribe for more videos, follow on Instagram. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video.